guys, and welcome to my live reaction of Shokugeki no Soma, chapter 221. I am reading from Manga Stream. Chapter is called The Great Battle of Spiciness. Ooh. Okay. The third season, which was announced 1 week ago. It's gonna be really good. It's gonna be like a full season or just like half a season again, because I could do with full 25 episodes of Shokugeki no Soma season 3, because that would take us through I think that would make more sense, because that would take us through the Moon Banquet Festival, and also we'd meet the Elite 10, because that's just before the Moon Banquet Festival, and then we'd also get like the Asami stuff. So yeah, I think it'd be 25 would make more sense. Because the previous season worked with 10 because we just like finished off the autumn elections, but I think this would work better because by the end of the Moon Banquet Festival arc, we have the entire thing with Asami and the Elite 10, and it makes more sense to have that as a full season, to have whatever comes afterwards, because we also get the introduction of the Elite 10 before the Moon Banquet Festival, so it just makes more sense to have all of that in one season, and then for it to end before the arc where they either... Yeah, I don't know, I think it would end... Because I don't know how much time they'd use on different things, but I think it would make sense if it ended after the Polar Stardom had been saved, like after the Soma Asen match, or it would end leading up to this arc, like the graduation arc or whatever it's called. What's it called? The exam promotion second year stuff arc, whatever. The Hokkaido stuff. Also, police siren. That's what happened, because now I don't live on the countryside. Either way, that was enough about Shokugeki no Soma, season 3, or Sandosara. Okay. The former third seed of the Elite 10, the Ramen Master, Megishima Tosuke. Finally, okay, we can witness the true abilities of the Elite 10's third seed. What the hell did he make before? What kind of ramen will he send out? Shoyu, a fish base, or maybe tonkatsu? Or perhaps he'll go with the style overflowing with back fat. Okay, let's go with that. African ramen. Okay, interesting. I have no idea what that is. And neither do these people, apparently. Just Takumi, Soma, and Megami just being like, what? African ramen? It was just the realization of, what? Did he just say African? That kind of ramen exists. I have no idea. Well, the enemy went with gator meat, so with this, what the hell kind of match will this become? Like, it's an alligator versus an elephant. Chili pepper, Africa, I understand. Whatever the case, he is probably planning to create a ramen not found anywhere in this world. Okay. Someone tell me how that's pronounced. And charm. Can I just call them history and charm? Because that's really weird. Do you really understand what kind of cooking he's going for? But of course. Oh, you're here too, Ane-san. So what kind of ramen is he? Do you really want to tell me? She looks drunk. What happened? I wonder if I should. Why are you acting like that all of a sudden? Why you ask? Why, it must be from that sake earlier. Don't tell me that single sip of my sake did this. She's a lightweight. Are you okay, Judge? No need to fear. For Anne, when she inoculates herself with alcohol, she has the natural ability to sharpen both her palate and sensitivity. As a result, she has a special ability to discern flavors even more deeply and becomes an even stricter judge. Is that right? It really doesn't seem like it. Do you really want to know? Just look over there. Mr. Megishima has started making the soup of his ramen. He's mincing garlic. By using onions, red pepper, and ripe tomatoes, he brings forth a deep acidity and richness. What kind of base is he using? It's chicken bone. I've already prepared them in stockpot. Right. About there. I have a good feeling about now. Oh, this is where I wish I just lived in that arena and just could smell whatever's coming from that pot. Ugh. Just the smell makes my body writhe. The ultimate chicken bone soup. I'd eat that broth just with a bowl of rice. Oh my god, I want soup now. I have soup and rice. Oh my god, you guys. I have soup and rice. Now, I pour the vegetables I just prepped into the broth, along with the chicken drumettes, and boil them together. Once the flavors melt together in the stock pot and become tightly entwined, the soup is complete. Oh, I'm so hungry for soup, you guys. I really want soup now. Also, pay attention to the char-siu from earlier. The pork meat was wrapped in special sauce and then rolled tightly with string. Special sauce? In that sauce are garlic, shoyu, sugar, sake, and finally, peanuts. Okay, that's the key ingredient to everything in that dish. What's with that ridiculous amount of chili peppers? Okay, I'd literally die if I ate that. I'm so bad with spicy stuff. He's going to use the peanuts in order to bring the chili peppers to the utmost limits of their deliciousness and make them shine ever so brightly. Even if chili peppers are the main ingredients, does he really need such an amount? He can't be thinking of just cramming all that into a full blast ultra spicy broth for sure. Yep, the judges are WGO examiners. They're the strongest gatekeepers to the gourmet world. If he's just going for pure heat, then... Oh look, there's something happening in Rindo Senpai's kitchen. Why is she like this? She's cutting the gator meat into bite-sized pieces. Yeah, because ramen has to be eaten, like, yeah. I want ramen now. God, I'm so hungry suddenly. Her face just changed entirely from to, oh, I'm so cute. Is she making a seasoning with salt and pepper as base flavors? She's rubbing it into the meat. Why did that? Okay. Next to her is, that looks like potato starch. Yep, she's also rubbing potato starch into it. She's going into hot oil. Can we just like keep talking me a part of this forever? Because, yeah, I need to see it more. It smells great with the gator meat. The gator meat will be fried till it's perfectly crunchy. It feels so awkward that it looks like I stole this work from Kuga's stomach. I like the little annoyed. Alright, time for the gator meat to come out of the wok. No, it's time for the real show to start. Hey, look at that, it's not only Megishima, but Rimdo Senpai too. Why are they using so many chilies? And her face changed again. Rindo Senpai is also using a huge amount of chili peppers. Of course, just as I thought. What are you laughing to yourself about, Megishima? She has no consistency in her faces. With your personality, there's no way you'd go with a dainty... There's no way you'd go with a dainty way of cooking chili peppers. Thinking that you wouldn't be using a large amount of them was absurd from the start. That's why I decided if I didn't go with a power play, I'd be outpushed by you. What was that, Megishima? How dare you speak like you know who I am? You really do know me well. Oh my god, that face! Not as scary as last time though, or whenever the hell she made that really, really creepy face. But it's still kind of, it's the kind of like, I'm gonna seduce you and then eat you. And now she's back to being hella creepy. She looks like a snake. Just aggressively stirring the chili pepper wok or whatever. Such intensity. It looks like all the the component of heat is dancing through the air. I'm sweating just watching her. Hey look, Megishima Senpai is also using all the chili peppers. He's using mortar to grind them into a paste. Interesting. Really, it feels like both of them are making a power play with their whole bodies. It's because they both have absolute confidence in themselves. They have the self-confidence to try and inject all of that colossal spice energy into the flavor. This really feels like a super heavy weight class battle. No matter who wins, I simply can't take my eyes off of them. Oh wow. But man, you're really serious, Megishima. That's so unlike you. Are we getting information here? Weren't you the one who used to always say, I'm not interested in matches? And yet, why now? Why are you suddenly interested in becoming Yukihiro Soma's ally? Oh, I want to know the answers to this. Please don't end the chapter. That guy's passion hit me really hard. Okay. Oh, flashback, yes, okay. I'm so interested in this. Shokugeki no Soma has some of the best flashbacks. Like, Shokugeki no Soma and One Piece are probably the shows that use flashbacks the best. And Boku no Hero Academia as well, but they rarely have flashbacks. Well, such and such happened, and we'll be taking on the Elite 10 in the regimental Shokugeki. So I'm calling you on behalf of the rebellion to see if you'd join us. But man, I understand. I'm fully aware this is a ridiculous request. But Ishiki-senpai, could you somehow... Oh, I've already come to Hokkaido with that in mind. To tell you the truth, I've already been working together with Joichiro-san and Chef Dojima. The plan to lure Headmaster Asami went well, it seems. I'm so glad. You're late, Colin. Yeah, Ishiki's already filled me in. I understand the circumstances. If I, Kuga Territory, don't join the war, then nothing's gonna even start. I owe you a dad. I'll hurry and start image training to take down the Elite 10. Ha, thanks, Mimasaga. I'm counting on you. Seems like he'll help. Amazing, Soma-kun. We have 3 allies already. Thank God, we've got some momentum. Alright, with this, let's get the last one. I refuse. Huh? The lone wolf refuses to bow his head. I want to know some more about him. I want to know his motives. I want to know his personality. I just want to know what his, like, what does he want to do in life? What does he want? Because we know close to nothing about this guy. And, like, now we know his specialty is ramen. And we know that he was against the Asami administration. And we know that he's a lone wolf. Like, he always just fights for himself. We know that he's not generally interested in, of course, Shokugekis and just battles in general. But he still had the drive to become the 3rd seed of the Elite 10. He did not originally want to go against Asami, so he was not for him, but he didn't really bother fighting against him either. Yet, whatever Soma said to him changed his mind. What is his backstory? I'm guessing he's like... My guess is just that he has like the same backstory as Soma, so he's like from a diner sort of. Because again, I said last time, ramen is kind of like this, like, it's not a high-end food. Like, again, Japan is different, but literally the first day I was in Japan, in February, do y'all remember that? The first thing my brother and I did was just go to like a random ramen shop and eat ramen. Because it's just like, it's one of those things that there's just everywhere in Japan. You can just go wherever and there is a ramen shop. So, like, does he come from like a ramen like family, like a family that has like a ramen shop, or like what? Because he seems like really chill with that hat as well. Just kind of chill guy who does his own thing and doesn't really care too much. I think he just cares about being a good chef and that's it. And I think that, like, that's probably the reason he didn't like Asami, because he was like, with Asami, it's like, you don't really have the authority to just do your own thing. I mean, the Elite 10 do have that authority, but I don't know. I just think he doesn't like Asami's ideals at all, because they wouldn't allow creativity. But I don't know. I think he's kind of like a Soma guy, just like a laid-back version of Soma. So a Soma who doesn't really want to fight for anything, really. And doesn't really, like... He's like the mix between Soma and Shikamaru. Or maybe he's just Shikamaru of the Shokugeki no Soma universe, I don't know. But if he is, like, that guy just jumps straight up into my top 5 list or whatever. Like, yeah. But we'll see. I hope that we get answers next week. With a flashback, this might draw out a little bit more than I wanted it to, but I am all for flashbacks that draw out characters and just teach us more about these really interesting characters, because every person in the Elite 10, man, I want a backstory for every single one of them, because they're probably either completely messed up or they're really cute. Like, there's nothing in between. Nothing. But yeah, I guess that'll be it for my live reaction. I was about to say review, but this was a live reaction with a little bit of thought in the end. But I'm very happy that we're getting this flashback, and it's just, yeah. I want to see their dishes, though. It seems like we're going to be focusing on Rindo and Megishima for now, which I'm happy with. I would rather have just, like, focus on one than just end that and then go to the next instead of, like, jumping back and forth. I think that, like, that's fine as well, but it would be better, I think, just focus-wise to focus on one thing. So, yeah. You can leave a thumbs up if you like anything that I have to say or react to. You can leave in the comments below what you thought of this chapter and what you think Megishima's backstory is, and what do you think Soma said to him that changed his mind, and why do you think he refused in the first place? Just give me your Megishima thoughts, because now we're there. And you can subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, bye.